What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're doing an account tune-up. Yes, for once not on a live stream. We have so many account tune-ups to get through, I need to just get them done even in my off time. So this one here is for one of our newest warriors. Warriors? Yeah, we're still doing warriors. Yeah, part of the wolf pack. The brain doesn't work all the time, guys, but this one here is for Emmy. So it's a VIP 10 account, and it's actually quite far in the game. So we need to decide where he needs to move forward, what seal lands he needs to work on, how he can progress in the void, the vortex, things like that. So as always, first and foremost, let's check it out. So we got those 3 seal lands done. We got everything but Abyss, so we're down to the very last faction, and as far as heroes go, looking a little rough. So there are a couple different options you can go with to actually get Abyss Sealand done. Let's take a look and see what he has in the bags. No chest, but I do see we have a ton of scrolls, so I'm guessing we're going to be doing some of the some of the Chinese New Year event, and of course we have 7.5 million crystals of Transcendence, so we are getting ready to summon 2C. So that's pretty cool. Let's check this out. So we got 5 Inosuke's here. Not many copies in the bag. Actually, it's only just like a handful of copies in the bag. We are saving up some light and dark 5-star shards, which is good. We got, wow, Demon Bell in the bag too. That's not too bad. Splendid Demon Bell. All right, let's take a look at the heroes, go through them first, see what we're working with. We have a Splendid A and B, absolutely perfect. I mean, literally the only difference would be maybe is run a speed attack stone as well on the Russell. HP Holy Attack with the candy bar, that's an interesting setup right there. Let's check the voids. Ooh, we got a Void for Russell. A lot of people don't know Void for Russell hits like a truck and is tanky as can be in PvP. Not many people do it though because there are other options to use. Speed attack with a crown, speed enables, that looks good for the carry. Second carry is the energy carry. Again, perfect. I like running one. Usually I like running one of them with damage reduction, one with energy, or of course the other one instead of damage reduction, running speed if you have it. We have an Amun Ra, yep, plain old plain. We got a Rogan, yep, pretty much stock. You get something on him. Get something on him so he doesn't forget. Rui Scepter with speed. I like that setup. If you are going a Sherlock with a Rui Scepter, get a speed HP stone with a 2-2 split gear setup. Tix 1-3. Okay, so this is a Vortex Tix if I ever seen one. So we got the crit with the Punisher with the offense. I'm surprised you don't actually have V4 on the Tix for Vortexes. I know you did say Vortex is one of the things that you really want to try to progress in. Of course, getting a second Tix is good. More Ignis is good. Yeah, we got that second Tix as well. No Void Imprints, so I don't know. The Russell seems like a little bit of an iffy type pick in my opinion. Of course, I'm sure you're probably going to spend your time upgrading another Punisher staff if that's your big concern is getting Vortex done. You got an Ada as well. Man, she's a thing of the past, but still able to hold her own in some game modes. Same with Belrain. Nothing really great about her. We do have a Garuda. Perfect setup for the Garuda. Got that Asmodel at E3. Sorry, not V3. E3. Just got to get 2 more 10 stars and 2 more copies in him, and he'll be ready for Transcendence Asmodel at the end of this month. And then we have an E2 Garuda project. Not sure if I like that project. And of course, just a bone stock. Probably like a Suicide. Yeah, Suicide Ignis for the Vortex with energy. That is really good. I like it. You got a 4 Seasons project. Ooh, that Aspen. Ooh, that's a little rough. But it's alright. It's not horrible. Do you actually have the Asmodel copies? Ooh, you don't. So my guess is you're probably going to save these cores up and do some Compass summons for Asmodel. Nope, you actually have Drake there. Interesting. Where are you going to get those last 2 copies of Asmodel? You need to start planning now. I mean, I guess you could always use relics if it's an emergency, but you guys know what I say. Relics are 100% for artifacts, because of course we need to save up more Punisher staffs. We're going to be building a 2C as well, so on this account you don't really have much. Oh wait, the Asmodeels are right there. Oh, it's been a long day. Ignore me. You need the food basically, and that's it. Honestly, the second Garuda, I don't know if I like it really. This Garuda might be good food overall. We'll have to see. It's up to you. It does look like you have Ignis copies going for your second Ignis for Vortex as well. But getting Sealand 20 done in Abyss is one of your other big topics. One of the things you wanted me to check out. Honestly, Mirax, or, I mean, you already have all the copies of Delacium. It might be worthwhile to build up a Delacium, even if you don't plan on keeping him. Get him up to V4, E5, V4. Even if you don't max out his resources, like if you're trying to play the game where you're not spending too much gold or spirit, you're trying to save it up for new heroes, you could probably build them up to like level 250, similar to the Ignis. And then as long as you put V4 imprints on him, he will hit like a truck. And then at that point, you just need small minor heroes to kind of support him, like some queens, a scary. I mean, even a Mirax has a debuff as well. And of course, feeding the energy with the Ignis can be very, very beneficial. So I think Delacium is going to be your best bet. If you had more Mirax copies, I would say you could go for that. But Delacium does seem like he has more benefit. Of course, he doesn't synergize with anything for PvE, so is kind of a build and regress style hero, or build and then replace with Ignis copies once you get them, because you do have 5 Ignis copies. So if you got 4 more, you could build up the Deathsworn to whatever level you want, V4 them, get it done, and then just swap the Ignis copies in. Because, of course, 2 Ignis and 2 ticks are optimal for Vortex gameplay. So, I imagine with 2 ticks, we already have Tower done. Yep, nice and easy. We, of course, have Aspen Dungeon done because we're level 350. So, those are all really, really good. We can't really push any Abyss because we don't have the hero just yet. But I would be tempted to regress this Garuda right here. I don't like her, and honestly, it does seem like you are most likely going to want to swap either the Belrain or the Ada, whichever one you have less use for, into the new Hero 2C, because as you guys see here, we got 1659. I mean, getting what? 220 more scrolls before the end of the heroic scroll event shouldn't be too difficult. If you guys didn't know, you need 1880 heroic scrolls to completely finish the event, because you get 120 along the way to your 2000 scrolls. So you should be able to do it. Hopefully 2C is good for your account. And then yeah, you just got to decide what hero you are going to swap. As far as Inosuke goes, you only have the copies in the bag, right? Yeah, looks like it. So you only have the 5 copies. Nothing really to talk about for him just yet. You have some Ithaquas, you have some Ticks. Honestly, if I was to build another Shadow, I'd be tempted for another Ticks, but I don't think that's necessary. A second Sherlock project down the road would be really good after you focus on your Abyss objectives that you're working on. Forest, yeah, again, I just don't know if I like this Garuda. I don't know if it's a recent project. Does look like you didn't even bother leveling him up, so it might be like you make and then you're like, do I really want this Garuda? I don't know, maybe kind of. A Drake would be amazing for PvE. Granted, he's not going to do much for PvP or the Vortex for you, so that is something to remember. But yeah, I mean, even if you don't build the Asmodel, you could always go for the Queen or the Shia. You got the copies for either one. If you don't like how Asmodel looks, you can always just grab one of the older 2 ones if you think it's going to benefit your account. Until we see what Asmodel is, though, there is no kind of cut and dry answer of yes, build this one or this one. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Void, out of Sword Flash and Queen, Queen's going to be the better team player because she's going to buff. She's going to have multiple layered hits as well on all the targets. But mainly the big thing with Queen here is going to be her reducing crit of the enemy team, and then also when she uses her active, she's going to put Abyssal Corruption on the enemies as well, which means you're going to do more damage to them. And then also you're going to have the Queen's Guard buff on everybody, which is really nice. Increases all damage dealt by 15%, which is really, really good. You imprint her, so I think it goes up to 20 when you imprint her. So it's a lot of damage to consider. But we'll have to wait and see first and see what Asmodel can bring to the table. He might be the most powerful one yet. We don't know. Technically, it's hard to say between Sword Flash and Queen who's better. They each have their advantages and disadvantages. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, the two Russells. I mean, this Russell right here in this Russell must completely like dominate in PvP. So strong, so strong. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, definitely hit me up on Discord or any of our Twitch live streams. But I do think Delacium is going to be the best bet. Building up a Delacium, getting your Sealand 20 done in Abyss, and then swapping that Delacium into Ignis copies to then keep progressing in Vortex. And again, I would highly suggest any relics only go for artifacts, and you're probably going to want to build a second Punisher staff for your team. Although, let me check one thing real quick before we get out of here. Because, of course, energy feed is very important. And I did just notice you only have that one Demon Bell right here. So you only have one of them, meaning you can only give a maximum with some luck of 50 or 30 energy. That's not quite enough for a perfect energy feed. You're going to need a second Demon Bell. Maybe making like 2 Radiant Demon Bells are going to serve you better. It is a lower chance, of course, to get the maximum energy you need, but maybe working on a second Demon Bell might be a better idea than working on a second Punisher staff, because of course the other one doesn't necessarily need it since you already got one really powerful one. But of course, every time you step into the void, make sure you got that ticks to V4. So hopefully that helps you out, Emmy. Let me know if you have any other questions. See you guys next time.